Alright, let's get into this real quick here. Most of the parts I have here, you can find them all on eBay or Amazon. You may be able to find them cheaper on one site or the other, but everything I got here was on those two sites. Alright, first thing I want to talk about is the batteries. Yeah, like I have 3 different types of batteries that I'm using right now, and the first one I'm gonna show you here is a 3S Lipo 11.1 millihour battery, or milliamp. Sorry, I forget to tell you that. And this is it right here. You can find them for about $10. And this is a 2S Lipo, and you can find those for about $13. Yeah, but I'd like to run the 11.1 3S Lipo battery. You're gonna need a better ESC when you use that, because the 2S Lipo ESC, the one like that smaller one, is not gonna do it. It's not gonna be good enough for that battery. So you're gonna need a 2S Lipo or something like that, 1000 millihour one like that white one, or for the Winch, that little 150 millihour battery. That's about $13 and you get 4 of those. So let's look at the Serval real quick here. It's an MG 90S Metal Gear Serval, like $3, a little over $3 on I think I got that on Amazon or eBay. But yeah, here's the ESC. I think I paid a little over $4 for that, but they go around the price range about $7, somewhere between $4 and $7. They're pretty cheap. And let's talk about these motors here. These are the geared motors, the N20 motors. You can find them on eBay or Amazon, but I recommend you go to Amazon because the $3 ones on eBay, they didn't last very long, maybe 2-3 runs. So probably about a little over an hour's worth of running. Then the gears got bound up. So just pay a little more. Those ones were about $8 on with that exact brand, that UXL. Look for that brand. They'll have it on the top title, and then you can choose a variety of different gear ratios. Now let's talk about our remote here. They come with that receiver and transmitter all in one kit. It's about $40 on Amazon or eBay. Right now the prices have varied. They're changing from like $40 to like $30, somewhere between $39 to $40. I mean, but it's well worth it. It's a nice controller. I recommend it. You got 3 channels. You can do a lot of things with it. Let's talk about the differential grease. This is the break-in differential grease that I use, and this is the differential grease I use after it's broken in, and that's waterproofed differential grease. That's about, I think I paid $9 for this one, maybe a little more, and that one I paid about $8. And you can find them on both websites, Amazon or eBay. I'll just hold that still there. I showed that before in my differential break-in video, some tips that you need to know, so check that out. Okay, I like this stuff. It helps a lot. Okay, let's talk about the super glue. You're gonna need to strengthen all your gear points and use some of this Loctite Cure-All super glue for all your joints, because once you start running power, you're gonna see your gears are gonna start slipping. So make sure you take the grease out of there, because the motors, they'll do some damage to it. So let's talk about accessories now. You can find those with whatever you like. I kind of put my own accessory set together here. There's my little black plate for hiding my battery. And you can get paints that are cheap. That's like $4 can of paint, but $3 to $4 at Walmart, and that's about $9 too. That's like a silver color. And this is $1 white can paint. Any kind of white works, but the cheaper one's nicer. And then Sharpie for little details and fixing stuff. Oh yeah, you're gonna need some of this double-sided sticky tape for like certain things, like taping down your servos. And here's for this is the plastic, any kind of plastic too around you can find around the house. It's gonna help a lot. This is what I use to make the motor mounts for the dual motors modification. I needed a heavier, thick plastic. Let's see here. What else I can say other than oh yeah, here's the LEDs for your lights. You're gonna need to do the light modification because after you start switching out the electronics, you're gonna need resistors because the LED system that it has isn't set up for this kind of setup. So you're gonna need to get a good pack of resistors. That was like $11, and it comes with 500 LEDs, and it's got the labeled numbers on there, so you can kind of get the right LED that you need for your front and back LEDs. Your reds are going to need a little bit of a stronger resistor to resist that energy, and your fronts you want those bright, so you don't need that heavy of a resistor on it. You can look up LED stuff. Oh, and yeah, I just wanted to show this chrome paint. It helps it's not really chrome, it's like a silver, but it's got like a gloss look to it. But yeah, and if you're wondering what this is my little voltage meter that I check my batteries. I can plug it in my truck and it'll alarm. And the bushings, yeah, that's another thing. When you get nice servos, they come with these bushings. I bought a nice servo, bigger set, but I ended up not using it because it was too big. But it came with these really nice bushings, and you'll see that in my video about the tips you need to know. And instead of using that little plastic tab that you get on the old crappy servo that the truck comes with, yeah, you can switch it out with the nice bushing one instead of using this thing. I mean, it's kind of sloppy. It's not very good. This other one's nice because it's got that brass bushing, so when you put the screw in there, the brass and the metal screw are kind of tight, and it slides really nice, and the brass bushing it lasts pretty good. So yeah, they're pretty nice to have. A little upgrade there for your steering. So let's see. Talk about the winch. And one last thing here before I forget to talk about the winch. People are probably wondering what about this winch here. I got this on eBay. This is where I got this one at $17 and some change, free shipping from eBay. Oh, I think that maybe that wasn't free shipping. I think that was $3 shipping. There might be a shipping cost on this one. There might have been a little bit of shipping cost if I remember correctly. So I don't want to leave that out. And if you're wondering about my jacks too, I got those on eBay. The handyman jack, and I made my nylon strap. And then you can get accessories, like I said, any kind of accessories you want, and that's eBay, where I got that. Yeah, and if you look at my window paint job, yeah, keep an eye out for that detail. That makes it look nicer. Getting the windows painted and the sails painted, even on the back. Don't forget the back. Yeah, don't want that glass to fall out. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's it. That's all I can explain on this little modification setup that I did. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.